Something just landed on me.
It was a leaf.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my gosh,
It was just
I
a leaf.
feared for my life.
It was just a leaf.
If you wanna steal my show, I'll sit back and watch you go. If you got something to say, go on and take it away. Need you to steal my show, can't wait to watch you go. Oh, 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 so take it away.
Hey guys, I'm Ruth and this is Naomi and this is Mustard Seed TV. Thank you for joining us again.
Yes, thanks so much. And we're super sorry that we did not send a video your way last week. But we have had a lot of busyness and stressfulness and stuff going on.
Yes.
So that is why we did not get a video done, and we also have an explanation for why we didn't.
So we are going to tell you guys the story of what's been going on this past week and kind of why we didn't post. But it totally ties into what we wanted to talk about in this video.
Yeah, so Jesus.
So are you ready? It's story time! Okay, so last Sunday, Naomi and I were at church, like every good Christian girl should be on a Sunday. We were volunteering in 2 different areas. And so I went up to her because I felt this tension between us. And I asked her if she was mad at me for something.
I proceeded to say, I feel like you're being immature, and I feel like I have to be your mother, and I have to counsel you through stuff. And yeah.
And that didn't sit very well with me, because I've always been told that I'm very mature. I thought that what she said was like fact. I must have been acting immature for her to say that I was. And I went home and I pretty much collapsed, emotionally, physically, and any other way you can collapse. And I just sat in my room all day, half asleep because I only got 1 hour of sleep that night, and I picked apart every tiny aspect of when we'd been together, of what I say and what I think, and all my actions, and how they could be twisted into some horrible thing, and how I am like a dirt of a person.
Well, and at the same time, I felt bad, and I felt like I would probably hurt her more than I meant to. I was just trying to say my opinion, but at the same time, my opinion was sort of wrong, because my attitude was that I had to mother her, and I had to like be this nurturing person constantly, which is actually wrong. So anyone that does that to a friend should stop, because
Don't be your mom, be
yeah,
your bro.
Yeah. So I realized I had to like swallow all of my pride and come like crying to her, and I didn't actually cry, but I had to come and apologize and just be like, you know, I am so sorry, like this was my attitude the whole time, like I felt like I had to do this, but I really didn't. I just had to sort of, you know, be there and laugh with her and stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning talking about crushes and stuff.
Even
like,
when we don't want to.
Yeah, even when
we
you
end
don't
up
want
staying
to.
up till the crack
That
of dawn.
happens. I realized that it was actually like my doing, that I was upset at her. And so there was a huge miscommunication there.
Make sure you guys communicate with your friends, because if you don't, you will be very sad
Yes.
and self-destructive.
Yes. If we hadn't wanted to still be friends, then we could have just been like, bah, like, you made me feel bad, like, no. It would have been super easy for either of us to just be like, well, it's all her fault, or it's all her fault, or
Yeah,
what?
you screwed up. No, I love you.
First of all, communication was like the biggest issue, because we didn't like talk through this. Like because of my own attitude and like what I was thinking about her, I was already upset with her like a long time ago, and I never said anything, and then it just sort of piled up, and then
I didn't know she was upset with me
yeah,
at
she
all.
didn't know at all.
I just had this vague sense of misdemeanor.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not the right word.
So like I didn't communicate to her that I was upset, because I was being like passive, and then
I just felt like I was destroying her.
yeah.
Because
So-
I'm kind of an aggressive person. I don't mean that in like a violent way. Like, I'm verbally aggressive, I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm very loud, especially compared to her. In case you haven't noticed, I have to turn her up all the way when editing these things. So yeah, make sure you guys communicate with your friends, and if you are in a fight with your friend, or anyone else really, like with your mom, your brother, your sister, your dog. Just talk about it. That's the best thing you can do. That has gotten us through so much. My past friendships, we never really talked about anything, and they just kind of went. Okay, so that was our story, which is kind of ironic. Ruth and Naomi, we chose this for That was an example of one of the struggles Naomi and I have gone through in our friendship. But we wanted to share with you guys the actual story of Ruth and Naomi and how... in the Bible.
In the Bible.
And how their story can relate to modern day friendships.
So here is the verse that we are going to read, and it is Ruth 1:16, and it's right after Judges, so that's where it is
Just
in the Bible.
in case you need to know where it is.
Yeah, in case you need
it's
to
like
know
right here. This is the front.
Yeah.
Right there.
So the verse is, "But Ruth replied, 'Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God.'" So this verse is in the midst of the story of Ruth and Naomi, and just to give you guys some background, Naomi is actually Ruth's mother-in-law. So we're in-laws. Just kidding.
It also explains that motherly stuff we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Buddy, pal, amigo.
So Naomi is Ruth's mother-in-law, and what's happening right now is Naomi actually moved to this foreign land with her entire family, and her sons got married to these two people, Ruth and Orpah, yeah.
Ruth and Orpah. Haha, referencing.
So basically what happened is Naomi's entire family died. Her husband and both of her sons died. So she wanted to go back home. So she started leaving, and then Orpah and Ruth started to follow her. And Naomi was just like, no, you have lives here. This is your home. You should stay here. You don't need to come with me. And that's when Orpah leaves, and she's like, okay, I love you anyways, but I'm gonna stay here. But then Ruth says this verse, I'm gonna stay with you. Don't tell me to leave you. Don't tell me to turn away. I'm gonna stay.
I'm always gonna be here for you.
Yeah. Ruth is just like, no, I'm not gonna leave you. I'm gonna come with you, and your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. I'm gonna stick it out to the end with you because I love you, and I'm going to be loyal to you forever.
So what we guys want you to take away from this is be loyal to your friends.
Yeah.
Don't be like, oh, I'm friends with you, but she has cake.
Yeah.
So, bye. Because I know a lot of children who do that. They're not nice.
So don't be a child.
Don't be a child, children. Be loyal to your friends. Communicate. And just forgive them when they
mess up. Basically, a mustard moment is a point in time that someone really experiences God, or they really feel like Jesus is just speaking to them specifically. And so our first scented mustard moment is actually from one of our leaders at church, and his mustard moment actually started a while ago. He was really feeling God's calling in his life to lead a group of teenagers at our church, which that was something that he was slightly intimidated by because teenagers are crazy. And I am a teenager, and I know how crazy we are. I'm sorry. So he didn't really know whether he was qualified or not to lead in our church, and over the summer, our church actually asked him to lead a group at our summer camp, and he didn't really know whether or not to do it, but then they said, we really think you're the person that we've been praying for, and at the same time, he was having this calling in his life, and so he decided to go for it, and he was a leader during our summer camp, and then when school started back, he actually became Ruth and I's leader at church, and so he's really able to work in our lives now, and also in the lives of a lot of other young people, and he answered that call, and so that was the beginning of his mustard moment because he answered that call. And then just continuing that, he really feels those moments that God is just speaking to him when he sees young people answering God's call in their lives. What Ruth and I are doing with the YouTube channel, and he sees other people doing different things, just young people really focusing on God and really being passionate about their faith. So he really specifically hears God speaking to him, not only through the fulfillment of his own calling, but also in the lives of the young people that he leads. So that was his mustard moment, and if you guys want to send us any of your own mustard moments, then please email us, and there's a link below in the description that you can send us your mustard moments.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We love having you guys here with us. Please make sure you comment below what you thought, or if you have any of your friendship dramas you want to share with us, we'd love to hear it. Click up here to subscribe, and click over here to see our last video, which is posture and pronunciation numero uno, where we put all of our bloopers from all the videos we've done before, and we have a lot of bloopers from this video, so I hope you guys are looking forward to the next posture and pronunciation. So yeah,